Good morning. Good morning. This is Dr. Tommy Campbell Jr. I want to wish you a happy Monday morning. I am up this early morning. I just want you to know that you are destined for greatness. This is your time. This is your season. And this is your moment. I want to tell you, in spite of this coronavirus, we must not get distracted. I'm pumped up today, y'all. I'm going to be excited. Don't allow this coronavirus to put fear in you. Yes, I want you to take the necessary precautions and be safe, but don't allow this coronavirus to keep you distracted. We are going to make it through this. And I want to give you one important principle right now. And I want to say this. The first principle: in the midst of this coronavirus, I want you to remain positive. Do not be pessimistic, but become optimistic in the midst of this coronavirus. Because all the media is doing is just pumping it up and showing you all the bad things. But I want to tell you, with God and our prayers and us coming together as people, and as we walk in love towards each other, we are going to make it through this. This coronavirus will not defeat us. We are going to overcome it. This is your time. This is your season. And this is your moment. I want to tell the whole world, that I love you, that I believe in you, that you are going to make it through this crisis. And I want to thank you. I am getting messages. I thank you for all the messages that I'm getting from people all over the world. I'm literally getting messages from people all over the world that are telling me that my motivational videos are changing their lives, that people are going after their dreams. And this is what I want to tell you. Don't procrastinate. Don't let this coronavirus get you into procrastination. Keep grinding. Put in 120% and go after your dreams. Don't you give up. Don't you quit. Don't you stop, because you're going to be something. I believe in you. I love you. I know you can achieve it. I know you can accomplish it. And regardless of your past, regardless of your pain, regardless of your mistakes, regardless of your failures, regardless of your unforgiveness, I want you to forgive. I want you to forgive yourself. Maybe you've done something and you have not been able to forgive yourself. Maybe you grew up in a single mother home. Maybe you never knew who your father was. Maybe you're dealing with grief. Maybe you are a billionaire, and maybe you're a multi-millionaire, but you're still struggling with depression. Maybe you become successful. Maybe you have a lot of money. You live in a big house. You drive the nice cars, but you're not happy. I want you to know, I want you to become successful emotionally and mentally, because I want you to get to a place that whenever you become great, that whenever you become successful, you will be healthy emotionally and mentally, and you will be able to enjoy your life, enjoy your family, enjoy your children, enjoy your marriage. Maybe your marriage is on the brink of divorce. You can restore your marriage. Maybe you've been through a divorce. You're going to make it through this divorce. Maybe you've been in a bad relationship. Maybe people don't believe in you. Maybe you've given up on your dreams. Today's motivational video is going to change your life. This video is going to change your life. I want you to know, no matter what you're going through, no matter how sick you are, no matter how depressed you are, no matter how deep the pain, no matter how bad this coronavirus is, you are going to accomplish greatness. You are going to succeed. You are going to prosper, and you will achieve your dreams. You're no longer average. Stop making average decisions. Change your mindset. I want you to go from thinking average to thinking phenomenal. Change your way of thinking. Renew your mind. And I thank you for all the messages. Keep sending me messages if you need it. If you need encouragement, if you need to be motivated, if you need to be inspired, reach out to me. I am here for you. I want to tell the whole world, I got your back. I love you. I am here for you in the midst of this crisis. Today I want to talk about you need an appetite. In the midst of what's going on in this world, in the midst of what this coronavirus is doing, you need an appetite. This message today, this motivational video today is going to change your life. This motivational video is worth billions and millions of dollars, but you're about to get this. You need an appetite. In the midst of this coronavirus, you need an appetite. Don't you give up on life. Don't throw in the towel. If you don't know who you are, watch this. If you don't know who you are or what you are worth, you must spend time learning who you are. If you don't know your value, if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, you need to spend time learning who you are. You need to spend time falling in love with you. Because hurt people hurt people. People that don't know who they are, people that don't know what their value is, people that don't realize how valuable they are, they will get in relationships with people who will mistreat them, who will abuse them, who will hurt them. So it is important that you learn how to be alone. You got to learn how to be alone. You can't always want to be around everybody. There has to come a point in time in your life that you learn who you are, that you learn to be alone, that you learn to fall in love with yourself. Don't stop. Don't quit. No matter how difficult life gets. I know we are in the midst of a crisis. This coronavirus has taken on the whole world. But don't you stop. Don't you quit. No matter how difficult life gets. Don't throw in the towel. Keep grinding. Keep putting in 120%. And I want to tell all the athletes, I want to tell all the college athletes, I want to tell all the professional athletes, I know there are no sports, but don't you stop working out. Don't you stop grinding. Don't get lazy. Don't procrastinate. Stay in the gym. Keep working out. Keep working hard, because you're going to be back. You're going to be playing sports again. You're going to be in the NBA again. You're going to be in the NFL again. You're going to play hockey again. You're going to play Major League Baseball. You're going to play college sports. To that person that want to start that business, you're going to start your business. You're going to get that academic scholarship. You're going to graduate high school. You're going to get that GED. Your relationships are going to be restored. Your marriage is going to be restored. Your children are going to get back on course. You're going to be healed from that sickness. You're going to get past that grief of losing a loved one. You're going to make it through the depression. You're going to make it through this coronavirus. You need an appetite. Let me share my story with you. My story is, I flunked the first grade. I grew up with a learning disability all throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school. I was bullied in school. I was picked on. I was rejected. I've been told I would never amount to anything. Nobody believed in me. And when I got in high school, my high school teacher told everybody else how great they were going to be. But she looked at me. She said, "Tommy, you're not smart enough to go to college." She said, "Tommy, you're not going to graduate high school." This is what I want to tell you. You listen to my story. No matter how bad your past is, no matter how bad your life is, no matter how many failures, mistakes you made, no matter how deep the depression is, no matter how deep your pain is, don't you allow people to put limitations on you. Don't you allow family members, don't you allow your friends to tell you what you can and cannot do. Because I want to tell you, no matter how bad your life is, I believe in you. You can become successful. You can become great. Look at Michael Jordan. He got cut in high school, but now he's won 6 championships. He's the greatest basketball player of all time. Look at Tom Brady. He barely got drafted to the NFL, but now he's one of the greatest. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. He won 6 Super Bowls. It's not what you've been through. It is not what you've been through that's going to stop you. but it's how you start. If you're going to be great, if you're going to be successful, you got to start, you got to finish, you got to keep grinding, you got to have an appetite. You need an appetite. And then in 2009, I became homeless, living on the streets, begging for food. And then after that, I was shot multiple times. I was pronounced dead at the hospital. And now I'm a motivational speaker. I had a reading and comprehension problem. I flunked out of college. I was tempted to drop out of the master's program. When I was working on my master's, I wanted to drop out because it got so hard. And I got back in college on academic probation. Why? Because I had an appetite. When I flunked first grade, I had an appetite. When I barely graduated high school, I had an appetite. When I flunked out of college, I had an appetite. When I wanted to drop out of master's, I had an appetite. I wasn't even a good writer. I had to write a dissertation to get my doctorate. I did not believe in myself enough to write a dissertation. But when I wrote my dissertation, I told myself, I did it. I wrote a dissertation and got my doctoral degree. And now I told myself, I said, if I wrote a dissertation, I was afraid. I was afraid because I was not academically gifted. I was afraid of writing a dissertation. I was afraid of writing a book. Now, years later, look, I am a published author. Why? Because in the midst of my pain, I kept my appetite. And that's what I want to tell you. In the midst of this coronavirus, keep your appetite. Be relentless. Don't you quit. Don't you give up. Now I'm a published author. I can't believe I'm flipping through the pages. The name of this book is Dream Big. It's on Amazon. You can go to Amazon and type in Dream Big and then type in Dr. Tommy Campbell Jr. This book has $1 million worth of information. It is powerful and it will change your life. Maybe you've been telling yourself you want to write a book. Go ahead and write that book. While this coronavirus is going on, you're at home, write that book. Run your business at home. Start your business. Work out as an athlete. Don't give up on your dreams. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. That you can change the world. You have to believe in yourself that you can change the world no matter what you have been through. Look at what I've been through. And now I'm changing the world. You can change the world no matter what you've been through. You can change the world no matter what you're going through. You need an appetite. The power, watch this. This is important. The power of imagination. Imagine yourself where you want to be in your future. Imagination is powerful. The mind is the most powerful organ. Greatness starts in the mind. So you must renew your mind and you must change your way of thinking. You must stop being pessimistic and become optimistic. What do you mean? You must stop being negative and become positive. Because the power of imagination. You must imagine yourself going pro. You must imagine yourself playing college sports. You must imagine yourself starting that business. You must imagine yourself being healed if you're sick. You must imagine yourself being a billionaire or a multimillionaire. You must imagine yourself being a CEO of that company. You must imagine yourself accomplishing your dreams. I heard someone say, as I close, I'm closing, says you have to have, somebody said this, you have to have, watch this, I'm going to say this slowly, you have to have an appetite for whatever you want to be. Whatever it is that you want to be, you got to have an appetite for it. If you don't have an appetite for whatever it is that you want to be, you're not going to become great and successful. So in order to have an appetite, you have to have an appetite for whatever you want to be. You can be anything you want to be. Follow your heart, follow your passion, know that you are worth something, know that you are valuable, know that you are loved, know that people care about you, know that you can make a contribution to this world. You were created for greatness. You were created for success. And we're going to defeat this coronavirus. Hear me out. We are going to defeat this coronavirus. We must love each other because love is the most powerful thing. We must come together. We must love each other. We must trust God. We must rely on our faith. I know what my faith is. I trust God. I rely on my faith. But I don't force that on other people. But you need an appetite. In the midst of this coronavirus, don't you get distracted. Don't you walk in fear. Don't let what's going on in the media cause you to be afraid or walk in fear. Yes, protect yourself. I said it earlier. Yes, take the necessary precautions of protection, but don't allow fear to torment you, because you have not been given the spirit of fear, but of power and of a love and of a sound mind. And I speak a sound mind over you. And I want to tell you, in the midst of this coronavirus, I want you to speak life over you, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. Tell yourself, we're going to get past this. Tell yourself, you're going to accomplish your dreams. Tell yourself, you're going to become successful. You must have a love. As I close, you must have a love and a passion for what you want to become. In the midst of this coronavirus, don't let this coronavirus, oh, this is going to be good right here. I'm going to say this is going to be good. In the midst of this coronavirus, don't allow this coronavirus to cause you to lose sight of who you are. Because in the midst of this virus, no matter how many people die from this, and I pray for the families who's lost their loved ones over this virus, but don't lose sight of who you are. You're still that same person. All things work together for the good, whether good or bad. So in the midst of this coronavirus, something great is going to come out of this. Trust me, you're going to see this. You're going to watch this video and you're going to remember what I said. In the midst of this coronavirus, something great is going to come out of this. It has to. Why? Because all things, that means the good and the bad, all things work together for the good. So something good is going to come out of this. Don't lose sight of who you are. You must have a love and a passion for what you want to become. Spend time getting to know yourself. Spend time loving on you. So when you get in a relationship, because you're healed and because you love yourself, you will find someone who will love you. You need an appetite. You're going to start that business. You're going to get that GED. You're going to get that academic scholarship. You're going to pass that bar exam. You're going to go to medical school. You're going to get back in college. You're going to write that book. You're going to go to the NBA. You're going to go to the NFL. You're going to win that Super Bowl. You're going to win that NBA championship. You're going to win the Major League Hockey Championship. You're going to win the World Cup. You're going to win the World Series. You're going to get that Olympic gold medal. You're going to write that book. You're going to get healed of that sickness. Relationships are going to be restored. Friendships are going to be restored. You're going to get new friends that will believe in you. You're not going to let your family members tell you what you can and cannot do. You need an appetite. That's today's message today. You need an appetite. Believe in yourself. Don't you give up on yourself. Other people may have given up on you. You may have never met your father. You may grew up in a dysfunctional family, but don't you give up on yourself. Other people may have written you off. Other people may have given up on you, but don't you give up on you. Believe in yourself, because all you have is yourself. Because greatness, as I close, greatness comes from within. Greatness comes from within. Yes, sir. Greatness comes from within you. So what do you mean by that, Dr. Campbell? In spite of your past, in spite of your pain, in spite of your low energy, in spite of your depression, in spite of your secret demons, greatness is in you. And in order for you to become great, the greatness is going to come out of you. So there has to be a shifting in your thinking. What do you mean by that, Dr. Campbell? You have to go from thinking negative to being positive. You must rearrange and change your perspective on how you see life. And see life and start seeing life in a good perspective and in a positive perspective. My son wrote this to me today because my children are out of school because of the coronavirus. My 9-year-old son who has special needs, he gave me something today. He said, Daddy, he wrote this down. My 9-year-old son, he has special needs. I have 3 children. I have a daughter, I have a son, and I have 2 boys. And one of my children, my baby, who is 9 years old, he has special needs. He has developmental disabilities. And he wrote to me today, he said, Daddy, use this in your message. And my 9-year-old son that has special needs, he wrote this. He said, motivate. He said, empower. He said, Dr. Tommy Campbell. He said, destined for greatness. He has special needs and wrote this. So I want to tell you, you may have special needs. You may have limitations. You may be mentally disabled. But you need an appetite. Anything is possible. You can do anything you put your mind to. Don't you let what's going on with this coronavirus stop you, defeat you. Let me tell all the athletes across the world, don't get lazy. Keep working out because you're going to play your sport again. You're going to play your sport again. You're going to get back on that field again. So prepare yourself. Work out. Don't get out of shape. Keep grinding. Put in 120%. Please share this video all over social media. I want to tell the whole world that I love you and that I believe in you. Anything is possible. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this video all over social media. And please spread the word about me as a motivational speaker. I want to tell you, I'm the kind of motivational speaker that loves you. I want to see you blow up. I want to see you become successful. I want to see you achieve your dreams. I want to see you go to the next level. I love you so much. I love you all with all my heart. And I believe in you. You can do it. You can achieve it. You can accomplish it. Thank you. That is my time.